Hello, I'm not John! John's punishment was to do 5 videos in 5 days, but unfortunately it looks like he's not gonna be able to do that because of something. Something that I'm not gonna tell you about right now. I don't know if you know this, but I actually have a version of Question Tuesdays as well. It's when I answer one of your questions in a very long-winded fashion, and then I ask you like 12 questions. It's a little known because we've never actually done it, but that's what I do instead of Question Tuesdays. So I'm gonna start with the most frequently asked question I receive. Dude, how many chocolate-flavored espresso beans did you eat today? That's probably the question that I get the most often. The answer to that question in every single one of my videos has been none. In fact, I pretty religiously avoid caffeine, because as you can imagine, the effects on a guy like me might be a little bit dangerous. But, in order to show you what that's like, I have here a shot of espresso, with some milk and some water, and some sugar. Which is how I like it. I love the taste of coffee, I just don't like caffeine. And I'm gonna drink it. And you're gonna see what happens. How long does it take for caffeine to hit? Google? About 5 minutes, with the peak effects at 30 minutes. So, I should be feeling it soon. I have not yet started to feel the effects of the coffee. Maybe I have. It's like a little British rap. In the meantime, let's talk about why John's not here. Unfortunately, John has spent most of the day in the doggy hospital. Oh, not the doggy hospital! Willie is okay. Don't worry. But Willie is also, adorably injured. This is probably the most adorable broken foot that you've ever seen. Here it is. Oh my god. So that's why John's excused, because his puppy has a peg leg. Just a question to John, can you get an eye patch? And maybe a parrot? An eye patch, at the very least, for tomorrow's video. I want to see an eye patch in addition to the peg leg. Because while, you know, I'm definitely on Team Ninja, a pirate puppy would be pretty awesome. So it's cute, yeah, that's cute, but give it a peg leg, yeah, yeah. Now, an eye patch, yes. So while we're waiting for the caffeine to affect, now comes the part of the video, wow, the caffeine has taken effect. Now comes the part of the video where I ask you questions. Okay, resisting urge to balk like a chicken. So since Michigan, I've been having this problem. I can't stop thinking about the difference between mono and uni. They're both Latin prefixes for the same thing. Why aren't there just monoversities and monotards? No, he's monotonous. No, unotonous. How come nobody ever dies of carbon monoxide poisoning? Another thing with Latin, why is trivia trivia? That's like 3 streets. 3 street pursuit. I've also been wondering if there are more murders on TV or in real life. If anybody could let me know, excluding wars, are there more murders on TV or in real life? Why do I want to bonk like a chicken? When like I go through airport security and I like forget my change that I put in the little thingy, what happens to that? Do the people just take it, or like does it go to the US Treasury? 4 times I've gone through and like left, you know, 35 cents, and you know that's not a big deal for me. But I kind of want to know what happens to that money. Maybe there should be I think there should be a tip jar for transportation security people, because that job sucks. I don't want to bark like a chicken. Can you do anagrams in math? If anybody knows any way to incorporate anagrams into math, I would really like to know about that. I want to know if evil people have pets. Like, did Hitler have a pet? Or like, Stalin? If you know about evil people's pets, let me know. Do you want a copy of Paper Towns? Because in this video, I actually get to give one away. This is the first time I've got to give one away, so I get to give one away. 1 lucky random commenter will receive 1! Aww. Just too much energy. What the frick is up with an iota? What is an iota? Why is there only 1? Why can you never have 2 iotas? I don't care 1 iota. What the frick does that mean? If you have answers to any questions at all, including the ones that I just asked, but also including all of the questions in the world, leave them in the comments. I appreciate it. Thank you. John, I'll see you tomorrow.